Hi, everyone. I'm just letting people filter in through the waiting room.
Hello, everyone. We're going to get started at about 7:02 or 7:03 just to make sure as many people as possible are here. I also just want to remind everyone that we have the candidates meeting after this. So in light of that fact, and given that we have a couple items on the agenda that might be a little bit more time consuming, we are not going to be using the slide deck we normally use. People will just be giving their reports verbally, hopefully. That way we won't hang over 8. So that's that. That's not to say that we shouldn't cover anything we need to. We'll make sure we get to everything.
I actually have a quick question about the candidates meeting. Where can that Zoom link be found for the candidates meeting?
It's the same.
Sorry?
It's the same. The Senate link is the candidates meeting link.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's right after Senate, Marion. So at 8 or whatever time Senate ends, if Senate ends after 8. Okay, it looks like we're just going to need one more minute, but while we wait on that, does anyone have any corrections for the previous minutes? Corrections? Okay, there being no corrections, the minutes are approved as written. Is Ethan here? Yes, he is. Okay, we're going to start with Ethan's resolution because it's a little bit longer. And I think everyone who needs to be here for that is ready. So Ethan, I will share my screen for your resolution. Just give me 2 seconds to pull it up for you. You are good to go, Ethan, whenever you're ready.
Great, thanks. All right, so this is a resolution to co-sponsor the Pre-Dental Student Association's Dental Drive program. I'll just get right to it. Whereas Article 3, Section 2, Subsection 2 of the Student Government Constitution states that the role of the Senate is to promote the funding and operations of beneficial programs for the student body, and whereas the mission of the Wake Forest University Pre-Dental Student Association, or PDSA, is to serve pre-dental students on their journey to dental school with the goal of exposing members to different aspects of dentistry and providing a variety of opportunities for members to give back to their community. Their membership, philanthropy, events, guest speakers, and other events, the organization strives to give pre-dental students the confidence to build a strong undergraduate portfolio in preparation for dental school applications. And whereas the Second Harvest Food Bank is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that works to combat food insecurity and poverty by providing food assistance through a network of partners and allies across the state. The Second Harvest Food Bank also works to educate and engage communities in North Carolina while providing opportunities to improve the lives, health, and vibrancy of families in those communities. And whereas, in partnership with the Second Harvest Food Bank of Northwest North Carolina, the Pre-Dental Student Association seeks to collect dental supplies and improve oral health literacy as a part of its annual dental drive program. The dental drive program is scheduled to last through April 30th, 2021. And whereas in the last 40 years, the number of practicing dentists in North Carolina doubled, but the increase has not kept pace with the state's rapidly growing population growth. Projected growth in the supply of dentists for 2025 and beyond will be smaller than that of demand, leading to a significant unmet demand across the state and country. Moreover, it is reported that residents in 98 of the state's 100 counties live in a region designated by the federal government as a dental health professional shortage area, or HPSA for short. So-called dental deserts exist across the state, causing some of North Carolina's most vulnerable populations to live in areas where access to care is minimal at best. Given these inequities, minor tooth decay can turn into a life-threatening emergency. In areas without adequate dental care, particularly in areas without single special ambulatory surgery centers, though, patients are often forced to wait anywhere from 6 to 8 months to see a pediatric dentist for what would otherwise be a simple operating procedure. Racial and ethnic disparities, along with low rates of dental insurance across the state, compound these pre-existing supply issues and exacerbate gaps in access to dental care. COVID-19 has only worsened these issues, and teledentistry is unable to solve statewide access to clinics and treatment centers. And whereas Katie Eyes, Vice President for Program Strategy at the Blue Cross Blue Shield Foundation of North Carolina, states that sustainable improvement in oral health will ultimately depend on changes at the policy and systems level that support more widespread impact. And that when healthcare providers, government, philanthropy, schools, consumers, and others work together, we can better prevent oral disease and ensure more access to much needed oral healthcare. And whereas the aims of the Dental Drive program align with the mission of student government to fund programs beneficial to the student body. Moreover, as community leaders, we share in the responsibility of advocating for those who remain underrepresented in the Winston-Salem community. Therefore, be it resolved, student government will co-sponsor the Dental Drive program. 2, the Public Relations Committee will create and distribute promotional materials on our social media pages to increase awareness of the Dental Drive program on campus. 3, the Judiciary Committee will allocate up to $350 to assist in purchasing dental supplies as requested by the Pre-Dental Student Association. Moreover, student government will allocate up to $50 to erect dental drive drop-off stations around campus. The Physical Planning Committee shall work with the PSA here and set up these drop-off stations in a coordinated and timely manner. Where applicable, the Judiciary Committee shall ensure that the aforementioned processes conform to the norms, rules, and regulations of the Senate and university guidelines. Respectfully submitted, Ethan and Dave. Okay, after that, I feel like I need better dental care. But I'll just go through a couple of questions that we've received in campus life, just to kind of preempt any potential questions we might have. The first is, why are we doing this, and why are we providing $350? The answer is twofold. So the first is that Dave and I strongly believe that student government has historically had inadequate advocacy in the local community and engagement with the local community. We think this is one step to rectify that longstanding issue. 2, with $350, the Judiciary Committee has an outstanding budget of $422.50. Because our budgets don't roll over to the next year, we thought we would spend the rest of our funds in a responsible and timely manner. And so we decided on the dental drive program after careful consideration and discussions with the PDSA. So with all that in mind, I'll yield back and would be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you.
Thank you, Ethan. Dave, would you like to add anything to that summary?
No, just that I second what Ethan said. I think it's a great cause, and I think it's a wonderful way for us to engage better with our community from a campus life perspective.
Awesome. Thank you both so much. So first, we're going to do 2 minutes for questions. This is not debate and discussion. This is just if you need to clarify anything from this legislation. I also can roll back up to the number of the line if you have a specific question. If you would like to extend that time or limit that time, you can certainly let me know. I will only be calling on those individuals that have their hands raised at the time the timer goes off. With that said, does anyone have questions? If there are no questions, we can also move to debate and discussion if someone wishes to motion toward that. Yeah, Jackson.
Motion to move to debate and discussion.
Do I have is anyone opposed?
Second.
Okay, we will move to the debate and discussion. That will be 3 minutes. You can also motion to extend or limit this or move to the previous question, which will trigger a vote on the legislation itself if it's agreed to. So with that, I'm setting 3 minutes. Please raise your hand if you have any debate points. Yes, Marion.
I saw that somewhere in the legislation, it mentioned how a lot of the communities that were lacking the like dental health facilities and stuff like that were like underrepresented communities with different racial backgrounds and stuff. I do think that it's important, maybe not in the legislation, but somewhere when advertising it, to highlight that like what specific communities are being affected by this and how that effect is playing a role. I think just mentioning it in like a broader perspective kind of doesn't do justice to that community. I think it's important to like speak about it in detail as well.
Those are lines 28 through 37 for anyone looking for it. They're highlighted here. Would either of the co-sponsors like to respond to that point?
No, I completely agree, Marion, and thank you for that point. I think when we market this, particular groups we might like to target are Native American populations and the African American community in particular. Both groups have pre-existing conditions, which would leave them more exposed to potential oral health issues. And so better advertising that, I think, is going to be part of the program. But yeah, I mean, Dave, do you want to add anything to that as well?
I completely agree with Ethan.
She gave Dave a sticker. All right, any other debate points?
Motion to move to previous question.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Alrighty, everyone, if you are in agreement for this motion, please raise your hand using the raise hand function and Caroline can count those. All right, I'm going to lower all hands. Those opposed to moving to the previous question, please raise your hand now. All right, we will move to a vote on the legislation at hand. As a reminder, your options are yay in the affirmative, voting to pass the legislation, nay in the negative, and voting not to pass the legislation. and abstain in neither the affirmative nor the negative, counting in the total vote count for president's purposes, but not for the ratio required to approve it. So with that, Caroline, you can make your vote, make your calls by roll call.
Okay, starting with Nancy Walker,
Yes.
Gabby De La Vega,
Yes.
Caroline Dixon,
Yes.
Dave,
Yes.
Robbie,
Yes.
Nick Briggs,
Yes.
Braden,
Yes.
Kate,
Yes.
Chi,
Yes.
Dana,
Yes.
Khalil,
Yes.
Jack Lewis,
Yes.
Marion,
Yes.
Mackenzie,
Yes.
Abby,
Yes.
Vivian,
Yes.
Nick Dowling,
Yes.
Ethan,
Aye.
Aman,
Aye.
Emma,
Yes.
Sarah,
Yes.
Dan,
Yes.
Ava,
Yes.
Meredith,
Yes.
Brooke,
Yes.
Tim,
Yes.
Armand,
Yes.
Dee,
Yes.
Janine,
Yes.
Jacob,
Yes.
Gabby Zenos,
Yes.
Michael Burstein,
Yes.
CJ,
Yes.
Jess,
Yes.
Amber,
Yes.
Jimmy, okay, he may not be here. Jackson
Yes.
and Caroline Wright. I think I saw you come in.
I'm gonna abstain.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And the resolution passes. Thank you, Caroline. We are going to move to the next resolution.
Just a second. Sorry, Allie.
Sorry.
Somebody was not called.
Okay.
Tanya.
Yes.
Okay. Sorry. I think you must have come in like a little bit late after I took roll. But okay, I've got you right now. Thank you.
Caroline, you also missed me.
Did you also come in a little bit late?
I did. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay. I just took roll at the beginning and that's what I used to call the roll. Is your vote also yes?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I've got you.
Okay. Now the resolution is approved. Sorry, y'all. The next piece of legislation is going to alter slightly from the one that you received yesterday via email. That's in accordance with the privileges assigned to executive officers. And so Victoria and Miles, I'm going to share my screen. And if you guys would like to walk us through this legislation, that would be great.
Victoria, I got it. Thank you. So Senate Resolution 12, Elections Committee role change, introduced by myself, April 4th, and then April 4th, submitted to the Speaker of the House. This is obviously a changed version, so you guys are just seeing this, but it's technically the same message, just a different copy, just different wording this time. Okay, so Resolution 12, whereas according to Article 2, Section 3, the President shall serve as the chair of the Elections Committee, whereas based on the candidate pool for president for the spring 2021 elections, There are a number of conflicts of interest for President Miles Middleton to serve on the Elections Committee as chair and as a member of the Elections Committee. Therefore, be it resolved, President Miles Middleton will be replaced as chair of the Elections Committee by Treasurer Victoria Parker. President Miles Middleton will not serve on the committee as a voting member or advisor in order to preserve the integrity of the spring elections. And the third point, this resolution will only apply for this semester of the election cycle and shall take effect immediately. Respectfully submitted, myself and Victoria Parker. Pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be stepping down as the chair and as a member of the elections committee for this semester. I think Tim and Sean will be as the advisors, they'll probably add more voice to the elections committee than in the past. But just because there's two candidates who are running that I know very well, so I can't be part of that. And I want to, of course, preserve the integrity of the election and make sure the elections run smoothly for those candidates as well, and the elections committee. So that's unless anybody has any real questions, yeah, that's all I got.
Victoria, did you want to anything?
Yeah, I can add some. I've gone over kind of the duties of this with Miles and Tim and Shauna, and I'm thoroughly aware of the rules, and I think that I can fulfill this role very well. So I feel that I'm set up for success if anyone has any concerns.
Yeah, put your trust in Victoria.
All right, y'all. If anyone has questions, I'm going to set a timer for 2 minutes right now. Feel free to ask them by raising your hand.
Motion to previous question.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Alrighty, can everyone in favor of the motion please raise your hand now? All right, everyone, I'm going to lower your hands. Anyone opposed to the motion? All right, Caroline, you can go ahead with the vote. The options are the same as before.
Okay. Ava?
Yes.
Dan?
Yes.
Ethan?
Aye.
Nancy Walker?
Yes.
Jackson?
Yes.
Dee?
Yes.
Caroline Wright?
Yes.
Vivian?
Yes.
Amon?
Yes.
Khalil?
Yes.
Brayden?
Yes.
Caroline Dixon?
Yes.
Jack?
Yes.
Amber?
Yes.
Michael Burstein?
Yes.
Chi?
Yes.
Sarah?
Yes.
Emma?
Yes.
Armand?
Yeah.
Jacob?
Yes.
Gabby?
Yes.
Dana?
Yes.
Gabby de la Vega?
Yes.
Abby?
Yes.
Nick Burks?
Yes.
Mackenzie?
Yes.
Brooke?
Yes.
Meredith?
Yes.
Kate?
Yes.
Tanya?
Yes.
Sydney?
Yes.
Jess?
Yes.
Marion?
Yes.
Janine?
Yes.
Robbie?
Yeah.
Dave?
Yes.
CJ? CJ? Okay. Tim?
Yes.
And finally, Nick Dowling.
Yes.
All
Okay.
right, the resolution passes. Thank you so much, Caroline. Congrats, Miles and Victoria. We can now move on to the rest of our normal agenda, starting with executive reports and Miles.
Sweet. Thank you, and thank you for passing the resolution. Not the best resolution I've had, but there you go. But now that I'm not on the elections committee, of course, I will remain as ethical and honest going forward with the elections, and I'll be stepping away from all elections stuff. So like, don't ask me questions. Just point that towards the election committee. I will not do endorsements, stuff like that. On the next point, I just want to get agreement from everybody on this, but I was told, so for graduation this year for our class of 21, they wanted to do a video thanking frontline workers, and they tasked it out to us to kind of do that. I talked to exec on Saturday, I think it was, on Wednesday, I think it was, and I didn't get to send it to cabinet because we didn't meet on Sunday. But I just want to see if there's a general sense of like, if people agree with that, if people are down to do that kind of video. Just put like the reaction thumbs up or whatever, just so I can see that, or your raise hand function, just so I can see if there's an agreement on that. Okay. Yeah, no. So I guess just doing that. I mean, obviously, let's get through campaign week, the elections week, and then we can circle back talking about the video. PR, I might ask you again if we can do that for that following week. Hopefully, it'll be nice. They'll have it set up for us. University advancement, and then student union is a go to help them with the food trucks. I talked to Tim earlier. I forget what process we're trying to do through that, but I'll talk to Tim again about it. But everything seems to be situated for Campus Life Committee, Caroline and Dave. So I'll talk to Tim and make sure that's all set. And then Tim wanted me to mention also for the Pilar, more so directed toward you, but the police advisory board, I think Tim spoke to them. They said they were good with the co-sponsorship for the food trucks. So I'm not sure if you want to bring that back to the committee and kind of ask about that kind of stuff going forward and kind of set that up. But that's something that that Tim just told me to mention, that the police advisory board said that they were good to go on the food truck co-sponsorship with the focus groups and whatnot. And I think that's all I got. So unless there's any questions.
Miles, Pilar's not here, just so you know.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll text her.
Any questions for Miles' report? All right, we can move on to my report then. Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely, beautiful Tuesday. It was really nice out. Just kind of general generic things. We have Faculty Appreciation Week this week. I really look forward to having everyone help support that. I do just want to make the reminder that we are carrying on business as usual despite campaign week being ongoing. So expectations are just that we'll all be doing the jobs we have. And I look forward to working with you all throughout the week. And then we did have a request very informally to consider doing like a staff appreciation week, kind of following that deacon dining appreciation. Really not sure on logistics, but if anyone has thoughts or concerns about that, please just reach out and let me know. And then the last thing is that I'm extending a thank you from Akaya. She is the member of BSA and of RHA who coordinated the Deacon Dining Appreciation Day alongside our lovely Victoria, who is running all over the place getting funding for us. And they just wanted to say thank you to student government for supporting the event and for giving manpower, resources, and all of that good stuff. So thank you from our co-sponsors for that. Any questions? All right, Victoria.
Hi, everyone. I don't have much. Obviously, please stay on this same Zoom link if you are planning on running for something. We'll have the candidates meeting on here at 8 p.m. I will be recording it, just letting everyone know for people that can't make it. Again, direct any questions about anything that you have to me. You need to have shared your signature form with me by 8 p.m. and you need to have sent Meredith your packet by 8 p.m. in order to be eligible. I'll share my screen during the meeting at the end to make sure I have everyone listed. I know it's hard with the electronics if people are getting lost in the shuffle, whatever. We want to make sure everyone's accounted for. The only other thing that I have is we're starting to think about the application for SBAC for next year. So probably in about 2 weeks, once there's a new treasurer, we'll start opening that up. I would love to see some more student government people on SBAC, so I'll be sure to send that out over the email list.
Questions for Victoria? All right, Caroline.
Hey everyone, I hope you're having a good week. I just want to remind you that even though the semester is coming to a close, you should really try to get in your extracurricular requirements and make sure you're still attending your required committee meetings and Senate meetings. There's a lot of great opportunities, and I know that academic committee has worked really hard on Faculty Appreciation Week, so please go support their event, continue doing food trucks, and signing up for extracurricular events. You guys have done a great job volunteering all semester. So thank you.
Questions for Caroline? Drew?
I have nothing to report this week.
Questions for Drew? All right, we can move to our lovely advisors, Tim Wilkinson and Shauna McNeil.
Hi, everybody. I think Tim is driving home. We just want to remind everybody to stay focused as we close out the semester. To clarify some of the things that Miles said, I think the police department is going to partner with you all for next Tuesday. It is the only Tuesday that's not your last meeting for the semester that doesn't have an event going on for it. So I think that's where that confirmation is coming from. I think that's all we have right now. Nothing major is happening. We don't expect any more changes as far as increase in numbers or anything related to COVID, assuming that we have no spikes. So keep wearing your mask, staying distant, and having a good time as we close out the semester. That's it for us.
Questions for our advisors? Okay, academic.
Hey everyone, so happy Faculty Appreciation Week. Big shout out to PR for helping make graphics for that. The main thing we have left for this week is on Thursday, we're distributing sweet treats to faculty. I sent the form for that in the group me a couple days ago. We could use another person or two from 3 to 4 p.m. I'll send that in the chat right now. If you're free, please sign up, be super easy. You get an extracurricular for it. Other than that, Ali mentioned staff appreciation, which is something we're going to look in to working with the Office of the Dean of the College on. So hopefully more to come on that. It won't be to the scale of Faculty Appreciation Week. It'll be something small and hopefully nice towards the end of the month. And other than that, Abby and I met with Dean Hardcastle about potential foreign language expansion. So we got a bit more about that, and we're going to keep looking into it, but that will probably be a project that goes into next semester. That's it.
Any questions for academic or anything to add, Ava?
Nope, all good.
Campus life.
Hey guys, we're just looking forward to working with Justin and Stu on Wakechella and anything they need from us for that sponsorship. That's it.
Questions for campus life or anything to add, Dave? All right, D&I. I see. Okay, we have no Uma or no Pilar, so I do not know if they have anything new to report, just their ongoing projects that I think we've all heard. If you have questions, reach out to one of them. I'm sorry, Judiciary.
Hey all, not much to report this week. We're continuing our archival review project, and Brayden and I are just waiting to hear back from CER about our honor code request. So hopefully we'll hear some more info about that soon.
Anything to add, Sydney?
Nope, that covers it all.
Any questions for Judiciary? All right, physical planning.
Hey guys, Earth Week is coming up in 2 weeks, so get excited for that.
Questions for physical planning or anything to add? I don't actually think Megan's here, so never mind on that. Questions? PR.
Hi everyone. So we're working on the t-shirts form, so I'm going to put that in the chat right now. You can order them. The order is due on Monday, so try to get those in as soon as possible. The more you order, the cheaper it'll be. We're also going to start emailing all of the seniors in student government to send out our senior spotlights, so just highlighting what your plans are for next year. So just look out for an email from either Brooke or I. And then finally, continuing with senator spotlights. There's the form in the chat right there. Thanks, Janine. And keep your posting stuff for academic resource or the Faculty Appreciation Week. I think that's it.
Anything to add, Brooke? She might not be here either. Any questions? Sock?
Hey guys, Roy isn't here tonight, so I'll just be giving the report. But just continuing to look for responses from when we reached out to all the active student organizations. And we will be now reaching out to the organizations that are classified as being frozen, just to see what their status is and if they are still working as an organization on campus or if they've disbanded, and kind of see what's going on there.
Questions for SOC? All right, do we have any senator reports? Constituent concerns? Announcements? Ethan, go ahead.
Hey all, so we are working to have our little mini custodial appreciation week this week. I'm just going to send a form in the chat again if you'd like to leave a nice little message for our awesome custodial staff. Perhaps the warm weather has rubbed off on you and you're feeling in a uplifting mood today. If you'd like to leave a quick little message, that'd be fantastic. So thank you very much.
Any other announcements? No Deacon dating this week, Dave?
I don't think he's here, but sign up for dating deacons.
Dating deacons, thank you. Any other announcements? All right. Victoria, do you want us to stay on this link, or are we waiting till 8?
Yeah, so we are staying on this link. We can stop the live stream, but we're not starting until 8. So if you guys want to turn your cameras off or log back in at 8, but this is the link that we're using. We're not going to live stream that meeting. And as a reminder, I will be recording that meeting to send out. Does anyone have any questions about that?
Victoria, to keep everything clean, sorry, this is Shauna.
Yes.
To keep everything clean, my recommendation is to end this meeting, not the link, but just to end the meeting. So, and then at maybe 5 minutes to 8, everybody logs back on,
Okay.
just to keep everything clean so no one has to worry about, is my mic hot? You know, am I muted? Am I saying anything I shouldn't be saying? That kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay, let's do that. And I know some of you have sent me chats